Hello and welcome back to episode 25 of Retrospective Progression. I'm Aredawg, the creator hero, and yeah, this is a very special episode. I. A moment. I actually can't believe I've made it to 25 episodes. Like, this honestly is the longest series I've ever done. It surpassed it after episode 5, so that's actually not a hard thing to do. So but for this episode I do want to show off something really cool. And yeah, it's gonna flash on the screen here. That's right, I'm gonna be updating my YouTube avatar to this. It's amazing. This amazing piece of art has been done by an awesome artist known as Sylvan Stories. You can find him on YouTube, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok. They have a Patreon, they have a Ko-Fi. You can get your own work commissioned in their amazing art style. Fantastic. Like, I recommend them. They're amazing. They worked with me through the entire process. You know, made sure that everything was good, everything was up to what I wanted. I also got myself a little watermark down in the corner that you'll see at the end of the episode. I may end up sparkling that throughout my future episodes, but maybe you'll see it on my old ones too. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this is just an amazing piece of commissioned work, and I am, I am, as someone would once say, chuffed to bits. Points if you get that reference. So yeah, I want to say thanks to that, and we're gonna continue working on our world here. So let's head to the quarry. All right, we are at the quarry. This is kind of where I left it off last episode. So yeah, if there's anything interesting that I dig up, I'll bring you in. Maybe if I find my first piece of lapis. I hope I do, cause yeah, I'm gonna need lapis. So yeah, I will get to going on digging this down. Finally found our first piece of lapis. So yeah, kind of just still in this area here. So let's take a look. How much do I get? Ooh, yes. I've got 5 pieces of lapis. Let's see how many another. Let's see, in total I have 20 pieces of lapis. Not bad. So yeah, well, we got 20 pieces of lapis. Once I finish digging this down, we'll make our first lapis block, and we're gonna put that in our hollow first. Back at the starter house, because we are going to drop off our first lapis lazuli block. So let's go do that, and let's just put that right there. Nice. Now, we do have enough to make another lapis lazuli block, and I kind of wanted to put this one down to kind of give it a little bit of a show. So we'll do that. Yeah, this is the actual original version of the lapis block. As you can see, there's no actual border, so if I had more of these, like, they would be right next to each other, and it looks more connected and less of a block, so it looks more like it's just all fully connected. So it's kind of nice, kind of neat. But that is going to be our first die. So yeah, let's go put this over in our storage, and then I'm going to get back to the quarry. Well, it's done. That's a little weird. Yeah, I actually dug all this all the way down. I don't know why there's a weird lighting glitch there. I didn't find much more lapis. There's like another like little bit of lapis here. So basically I finished digging down this whole portion. I dug down that diagonal and then I just kind of threw on some TV shows and YouTube video stuff, and I just kind of slowly just dug the entire rest of this down all the way down to the bottom, and there really wasn't anything unique or special that I could find. I did find some diamonds, I did find some gold, and lots of redstone. So let's actually go take a look at some of the stuff. I have used the diamonds for tools because without mending and without an experience location, not until release comes out, or beta 1.8, I think. I'm not gonna worry about that. Just gonna have to use all those diamonds until I don't have them anymore. So let's go into the basement here. And I actually put down quite a few chests here. This is our dirt chests. As you can see, I got a full double chest. I did get the cobblestone up to this chest, but I'll show you what I did with that cobblestone just a little bit later. This is probably about a couple days work. Okay, here we go. So this was a full chest. That's a full chest. That's a full chest. That's a partial chest that this actually came from. I think over here is all the diamond tools that I used. I might pick these guys up at some point, and all the shovels I have. As for what I got during the dig, this might not be fully through the dig. Here's all the gravel, the flint. No one cares about that. Yeah. With the 2 blocks of lapis, the one that's in my Hall of Firsts and the one that I kind of added elsewhere, plus the extra 2, that means I have 24 not accounted for, because the 9 are going to stay in the Hall of Firsts. So I don't have a lot of lapis lazuli, so I'm going to need to get more of that. Got quite a bit of redstone. These diamonds, some of them I actually brought back from my main base. So 32 blocks of gold. Got a healthy amount of coal, so yeah. And a good stack of iron. So, and these are empty. Oh wait, nope, obsidian. Copper. Why don't I see any copper? I know why. Let's see. Anything else? No, there's nothing else really kind of special in any of these chests. I just kind of put them down to kind of have a little bit of inventory space down below the main quarry office. So let us actually go. I don't think I want to go this route. You know what? I'll go to the Growly Challenge area and I'll show you what I've been working on with all that cobblestone. We're over by the carousel, and yep, you can see it in the distance. I worked on getting all the towers set up. I saw a creeper around here, but okay, never mind. But yeah, I got each and every one of the towers up. I haven't gotten rid of that line of cobblestone up there yet, except in some places, as you can kind of see as the lag kind of continues to go on. There we go. But the next step is to get, everything all evened out. And when I was actually building this, I realized this tower right here, this one specifically, is going to need to have a little bit of repair work behind it, because while the method that I did to set up this tower kind of set it down here, but as you can see, this bit does kind of come over the top of it. So I'm going to have to fix that, and I think this tower will need to rise a little bit. So I'm going to kind of shave down a couple layers of this, kind of terraform it so it's nice. raise that up so that way I've got a nice distance here. And of course, I think I'm going to raise this one up as well, so it's not going to be like jarring to go from here to here. This part over here is a very steep incline, so I may just up all of this. And it may be that this right here, from here to here, I may do like a separate tower, because again, the idea that I'm having right here is that this is broken out here as a shipping lane, kind of goes all the way around here, maybe tear down that island set over there, so that way we go over this way, and over there's the Dwarven fortress. I may have it that, you know, you come this way, maybe tear out this little piece right here, so you're kind of coming by this way, and you know, you have two methods, so maybe one method you come out this way, and one method you go around that way. So yeah, just some different ideas, figuring out how I want this to look, yeah, getting all those towers done has kind of exhausted a little bit of my supply of cobblestone, and I know that I need more for the walls. So there's actually two things I want to do before I kind of start working on more of the quarry. And that is to find a good location to set up a cactus farm, because I'm going to need some cactus, and I'm going to need more wool. So I'm going to try and find a good place. I'm not going to keep it here on the Growly Challenge Island. This is specifically for all the Growly challenges, which, as a note, this carousel right here may do it at this level or this level. Mostly out of wood, have a little bit of wool just for splashes of color. And then right here, I kind of want to put another ticket booth kind of thing, but also it's like the little maintenance hatch that you can kind of walk down into the lower area. And, well, once we have repeaters, I will be changing that down there to a song as opposed to just chords. So let me go see if I can find a good place to put a cactus farm, and we'll get that built. I think I found a good location to put the loud cow, put the cactus farm. I'm thinking this might be a good like front shop. Maybe make it in like a textile slash tailor shop. They produce their own dye in this location. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually work on the actual farm, and I think a good place to put it might be like somewhere back here. And knowing how I can set this up, a lot of cows around here. I want a central location to probably be about right here. So we'll have this one right here. Or rather, we'll set this up here. And what we're going to do is we're going to have this set up in a way that all of the cactus funnels down to this location. So I'm gonna kind of build this out a little bit. I'm gonna see how far I need to go to get this, so that way it's, you know, all going to be coming down in one area. I don't think I need to go too far. I think I just need to do maybe this much. And then, see, I did 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And come up this way. And essentially, I'm going to try this and see how well this works. Setting up how the water stream will work. So let me get this figured out here. We're actually going to take this down, and right now I don't think, let's see, right now we'll just do this. This is just going to be our test case. And if this works, the water stream that is, perfect. Yes, this is exactly what we're looking for. So I'm gonna kind of get this set up. I'm gonna need to go get more water to get this completed, but we should be able to get this set up. So 2, 3, 4, and then we'll pop this up to 5. So let me just work on this. That's now set up. So if we actually just kind of clear this and we actually redo that. Oh, okay, cool. Interesting. I thought it would have kind of like come more out this way, but yeah, that doesn't seem to be the case. So what we're gonna do, I'm actually gonna set this right here so we can pick this up. Is we're gonna do a little bit of a infinite water source right here. So 1 second, let me go grab some more water. We'll use this source first. Got our water, and I think I'm going to keep that infinite water source once we're back, because yeah, you distract me, but I want the sheep, I want the wool, but no, not right now. I've got other things to deal with. All right, so now we just do this, and we've got ourselves a full infinite water source. So then we just kind of go back and forth, kind of putting the water in as we need to. We get to all the corners. This will mean that once we have all the cactus in, we should be able to just let it run, and it'll be able to collect everything that we need. So let's get the last one in, and then we'll figure out where we're going to put the cactus. So to start off, everything kind of comes to this central location. If we were to take these out, let's just say we had something like this. How would this flow? Okay, it's going to take a little bit of time, but it shouldn't be too bad. If we do actually above here like so, I'm gonna want to do this because we need to have the sand there, but the problem with sand is sand does not like to sand is a gravity block. If I was to place sand here, yeah, it falls right down to there. We can't have that. What I'm wanting though, maybe I should switch out my couple here. What I'm wanting to have here is, let's cut these down. Basically, I want this to kind of be free-flowing here. The cactus, if all goes well, should pop off its growth from a... Let's go here. Let's pop this out here. From a fence gate, or a fence. So if I have a fence here, basically anything that is next to a cactus will cause it to fall off. So if I was to place this cactus here, and as you can see, I can't place a cactus on top of this cactus. I'm trying, but I can't. So if I place another cactus here and this one here, and let's kind of continue a grid pattern around this, we are going to kind of set up multiple cactus, so in that way we just have a bunch of cactus that'll grow, and as it grows, you know, they'll break off and fall into the central location. We want to keep it spaced evenly like so. And we're going to want to have fence gates to make sure that, or not fence gates, because we don't have fence gates yet, fences, to make sure that if any grow, they should just pop off. I'm hoping that'll be the case. This is going to be our test case for right now, so we'll just do this. We'll put this one here. I know it's getting nighttime over here. I'm gonna have to probably come around this way to do this one. Pop that there. Jump around here. Do another 2 here, so then this way this pops off. And then this one, to get this one, and then the last one is going to be these 2. And then, yeah, I think this is all we'll really need, because we're just going to keep the fence gates up there. Everything else we'll take out. And you know what, maybe we don't need this just yet, but let's work on this while it's still night. Alright, so the last thing we're going to do, I think, for right now is we're just going to... Oh, we have to do double, and then we'll have to do a single up top. Basically, this is to keep any of the pops from these cactus from kind of going over this direction. So if they do, they'll hit the wall and they'll fall into the water stream. So they're all collected easily. Now let me finish this ring. Now, all we got to do is, let's see if this actually works. So, I'm going to do a little bit of it. Oh. Little bit of it. Oh. Little bit of it. Oh. Yeah, we just saw that. So, it did pop off, but as you can see, it didn't go enough of a speed that it just went and landed back on that cactus, and it basically deleted itself. So, we've got at least the idea of this completed. It's just now the execution of it. But this is the basic cactus farm everyone used back in the day. So, and you kind of still use it today. So we'll just kind of let it run. For the meantime, I will probably need to get some torches here to light this up. But if we have any spawns, I don't want them to, like, attack us, but I do want to collect the drops. So we'll at least do it here until we can get a hopper and chest system going. And then just for symmetry's sake, we're going to take out a couple more of these blocks. Just because I'm a stickler for symmetry. I'm learning to be asymmetric, but I do like my symmetry. So, yeah, let's keep an eye on this. Oh, yep, see, pops up and then went right back on. Let's see if we can see if any of these will actually pop into the water stream. There we go. We actually got one that actually popped off and landed in the water stream. So what we can do is we can come over here, pick that up, and just for the fun sake of it, we'll put it back down. We'll put it right there. And essentially, we want to do that so we can get all 16 of these blocks filled. It's not 100% lossless, because the way this is set up, it may eventually become 100% lossless. I don't know. There's probably still a possibility where it'll pop up and land back on itself and like delete itself, because that's the way cactus works. But yeah, we'll just come here from time to time and kind of fill this up. I may have some cactus back over at the initial starter base, and if that's the case, I'll just kind of fill this in, and then we'll just check it every now and then so I can get some green dye and use that to make lime green as well as the green dye. So yeah, I think this is a good setup here. Leaving that water there. Oh, let me get some back just in case. And let's see. So again, the idea for this is a big textile, probably factory of some sort. It has a front to it, so I probably am going to want to dig down some of this location here. We'll need to have eventually, once we have pistons, I think we have dispensers now, but once we have pistons and the ability to use bone meal to make grass and flowers, basically use this to get our flowers, so that way we can just get our red dyes and get our yellow dyes. So we can have access to a lot more colorations. As far as the blue dye, it's all based on Lapis. The brown dye is not existent. Not even in this version. I think it's 1.4 that brown dye, you can actually get the cocoa beans in dungeons, which is a very, very rare drop rate. So I'm not expecting to get brown dye for a while. And, you know, there might be a few dyes that I won't be able to get. I'll try to get as many dyes as I can, but yeah, we're not going to get everything. So let's just see if there's any that have dropped while we've been talking about that. Obviously, I do want to make this a little easier to get to. Nope, nothing yet. But yeah, this will be part of our project for the Hall A. Having a nice textile area here. Maybe in the back we'll have a sheep farm once sheep are persistent and we can dye them. So that way we can get our colors much easier. And of course that won't be till 1.7. I think that's when shares come out. And yeah, then we can just kind of slowly work on building this little place up, which actually does remind me, this is gonna be a little bit more of a buildy heavy episode. I am going to I'm going to go and maybe if we could use that entrapment chamber, maybe I could open myself a creative world to show you kind of an idea. Let me try that out. Let me drop this stuff up first, though. I need to put this thing in a better location. I mean, maybe if I can move this entrapment chamber. Well, let's take a look. Yeah, I had a feeling that was the case. Tutorial videos are no longer available. The only ones that are available are apparently mob spawning and nether usage. Well, that's a shame. Let's see. Can I get a creative world going? Doesn't look like I can this way. I might have to do some hacking here. So let's try doing some of this. Okay. Okay, let's see. So I've got that running. If I do this. Quantum teleportation. Huh? Matrix activated. Quantum teleportation. Oh, I need to. Okay. And. Okay. Alright. Well, now we can see. On this screen right here, we can see the creative version as long as this is still running. So yeah, let's zoom in on that, and I'll show you the idea that I have. All right, let's create a brand new. Wow, these are some old versions of mine, but we're gonna call this Retro Prog Creative. And this is the latest, so we're going to keep it on creative. And we're going to leave it on commands. And for now, we're going to go peaceful. Go super flat. I do want to change the presets to redstone ready, but instead of this being desert, I'm going to go jungle. Use that preset. We'll keep, so yeah, sandstone's fine. And click done. We'll keep generating structures on. Bonus chest we're going to keep off. Game rules. I don't think... Let's keep inventory after death. Let us... disable raids. I don't care. We're not really going to be using it for that. Let's turn off phantoms. We'll keep these things going. And let's turn off the day and turn off. Well, no, we want to maybe test if there's fire stuff. Let's turn off the weather cycle, just because it is, a creative form. So done with that. Done with that. Any experiments? No, we're not going to do any experiments. We don't need that. Data packs. No, those are the experiments. Okay, so let us create this new world. And yeah, we have a nice empty spot. So let us start. We've got all of these blocks here. Resin, we've got all these copper. Lot of blocks here. No, we're gonna start simple. We're gonna take some stone. Let's see. I'm gonna need some functional blocks. Let me just get this stuff figured out, and I will kind of show you the build once I've got all my inventory stuff ready. All right, I've got my blocks, and now we're gonna start building this. Obviously, we don't have the dark iron doors. The trap doors we don't have yet, but we're gonna kind of place them here. I will put... we're not gonna be using a beehive. I figured it maybe a beehive eventually, but to make this easier for myself, we're just gonna do this. And then we want this to all be up like so, but then we'll take that down. And then we're going to want this here and this here, so we can actually have this door here, like so. We're going to want to continue this up like this. Get that up there. We'll have a little... bench here. We'll put a bookshelf there. Makes it a little easier for us in this version, which is modern, to do... Oops, that's too far. This right here. We have a little cauldron that we'll put here. We'll just use the bookshelf for right now. Little sitting area there. We'll put a little light here. Come into this room. And we're going to do a little bit of this. We'll have a little chest here. This will be where our bed is, and we'll have another light in here. So this will be the small like living quarter. You can sit there. You can come out to here. This is your little living room, and you got a little kitchen with a little bit of food. Probably going to have some barrels up here once we have access to the barrels, and then this is basically just the house. Very small. The only variation that we could do to change this is move this, but to do that we would do basically this. We'd take this bookshelf, we'd move it back. Actually, we move it back here because this we're breaking out this way. We will be putting that there, and then I think this will come down like so. Yeah, this comes down like so. This comes up like this, so then that way we can just come across here, and then basically the bookshelf will go right behind there with an end rod. So this will be the little couch that you can sit at. This will still be the kitchen that you can have some food at. Maybe this will kind of move back to about right here, so you can kind of sit there, and basically that's going to be a table that you can eat at. But yeah, this is the basic small room that people are, the miners are going to have. It's just a small hole in the wall with a small couch, little eating area, and a separate bedroom. That's going to be a little awkward, but you know what? They can deal. So yeah, with that out of the way, I guess the next steps will be to get this set up on the actual location. So yeah, we're gonna pull back into our normal world. Oh, that is such a weird feeling. The quantum tunnel is just like I'm here in this world, and yet I'm also seeing everything through that world. That is just weird. Let's turn this off right now. Yeah, so that's kind of the idea. Once we get to that point where we can have all that stuff again, cauldrons are gonna take some time. Getting dark oak. I know I said dark iron, but dark oak will be really nice to have. Maybe spruce. That might be easier than dark oak. And gotta be careful of that. Yeah. There's a couple things we can definitely do to make sure that once we get those all set up, that'll be nice and neat. For the cauldrons, I do want to do like a little tripwire hook, so in that way it looks like there's a faucet. Of course, barrels above it. Maybe use beehives to make it look more like a cabinet of sorts. Just small improvements here and there. Eventually get carpet in there, make it look nice. But yeah, that is kind of the idea that I want to go for layer 1 over there. As you can see, that's layer 3 with the mansions and such, which I should probably also work out where the other mansions are going to go. But yeah, there's a lot of work yet to be done in this world, and I am having an absolute blast with this world. I mean, we've only scratched the surface, and we're 25 episodes in, and yeah, getting to see what modern was for a little bit, even if it was a weird like way of doing things like that is just seeing where Minecraft came from to where it is now is just a night and day difference, but it's a journey as well. So I want to say thanks for everyone who has subscribed, all of you who have commented as well. I do read your comments. You see that I like them. I'm pulling back a little bit from streaming for right now. I'll probably keep streams for big stuff, like maybe some big digs or something. But yeah, for right now, just gonna be worrying and enjoying about this game. Collecting sheep, collecting wool, collecting dye, building, and yeah, we've got a lot more to do because we've got a lot more stuff to cover. With that said, I want to say thanks for coming along with episode 25 of Retrospective Progression. If you liked the video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I'll see you next time. Later.